What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP's on the keys, and there's two easy on this video today. And I told you I'd be dropping every day, even though I know it's kind of late, my bad. But this is something that I kind of wanted to look at. This is the Thomas Sowell worst president ever. And I see an indentation of Barack Obama. And before I get into the video, I just want to give my little think piece before we start. I'm going to put a timestamp if you want to skip and just watch the video. You know, I always do that. My thing is, when Barack was running, this was 2007, 2008-ish. I was 8, 9 years old. I was young. Like, I remember just the media, just the whole landscape of America. When it's like, oh my God, we got a black man running. We got a black man running. And then like all them people simply just voted. Think about, I've never seen so many people, especially like, were so eager to vote because they saw a black man running. You feel what I'm saying? And then I feel like people just went after the symbolism. You know what I'm saying? It was a symbolism. Like, we just want representation in office. Even doesn't matter if he does doesn't matter if the job he does is great. We just want representation. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I feel like the biggest downfall is. A lot of these people that voted, they didn't do research into what he actually wanted. They just said, "Oh, black guy, vote." Just like the last election. They said, "Oh, well, this was the most people that have ever voted in the most," because all these people voted just because they didn't want Trump in office. It wasn't because they liked Joe Biden. It's because they didn't want Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And now, man, if you see these gas prices, man, I don't know, man. Oh my God, I'm me and Joe Biden from the same state, but I ain't on your team, bro. I'm not on your team, bro. Like, them gas prices is killing me, man. I swear to God, they're killing me. But I feel like a lot of people just did it, especially with Barack, just based on symbolism. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, we see a black guy in office, black guy in office. Oh, when was it? It was so great when Obama was in office. Are you sure? You sure about that, bro? You sure about that? You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you can't just sit here and just because he's this, I'm going to support him and not even understand what he's doing. You feel what I'm saying? Just like the Supreme Court justice, the new one, what's her name? Katina, the black woman that's going to be a Supreme Court justice. You got all these people talking about, oh, why are they grilling her so hard? They're asking her all these questions just because she's a black woman. It's because you're a Supreme Court justice. This is one of, 8 or 9 Supreme Court justices? That's a prestigious position. You know what I'm saying? That's a prestigious position. Like Supreme Court, they have the right to settle so many laws. Like, that's one of the most important positions in the United States. You know how many life-changing laws have been decided in Supreme Court? They've been decided by the Supreme Court. And the thing is, the reason they was questioning you so much is because you let some people who was messing with children get all kind of light with them sentences. You feel what I'm saying? People don't talk about that. They just caught up in the fact that, oh, she's a black woman, I'm going to support her. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't support people. I'm saying you have to look at who you're supporting. Look into what they do. Look into what they stand for. Look into their policies. Look into who they are. Not just, oh, I see a black guy, or I see a black woman, oh, I see someone who looks just like me, so I'm going to support them. And not even look into nothing. Like, you out here giving convicted child abusers, that's the term I'm going to use because I don't know how you two work with that. Convicted child abusers, some really light sentences, way lighter than what was really recommended by the government. And I feel like doing stuff with children is one of the worst type of crimes you can commit. It's up there, definitely. So you know what I'm saying? You can't just be so caught up in what people look like. You got to look what people are really about. But we gonna get into this. I've talked for too long. Let's go, man. Let's go, bro. Okay.
Let's turn to the politics of the day for a moment. Thomas Sowell on Donald Trump. Quote, "What is remarkable is that after 6 years of repeated disasters under a glib egomaniac in the White House, so many potential voters are turning to another glib egomaniac to be his successor." Close quote. Oh, come on. Aren't you being a little hard on both Barack Obama and Donald Trump?
I thought I was pulling my punches.
Donald Trump is simply not suited to be president?
I think that's true as an understatement.
All right.
Nor is the current president.
I was going to say Barack Obama is the president.
Yes.
Glib egomaniac. How bad has he been? Where does Barack Obama rank in your mind, you who know so much history, among the worst American presidents?
He has displaced Jimmy Carter from that position.
The worst.
The worst.
Worse than James Buchanan.
Yes.
Worse than Richard Nixon.
Yes.
All right.
Richard
And
Nixon did not, after all, put us in danger of nuclear attacks, probably within the lifetime of people living today.
I mean, but Richard Nixon did do the crack in the communities. That's kind of bad. No, that was Reagan. My bad. That was Reagan. I mean, Nixon did do the Watergate thing. That's kind of bad. Watergate is kind of bad. I ain't gonna lie.
The Iran deal will do that.
Yes.
All right.
We're committed to stopping the Israelis from stopping the Iranians from getting a nuclear weapon. That's part of the deal.
When I interviewed George Gilder about 6 or 7 months ago,
I'm sorry I keep pausing, but I was still kind of confused about the Iranian deal. I was kind of confused about why would you just give money, why would you give billions of dollars in aid to a country that is known to be a hotbed for a terrorist organization, a country that a lot of those children will not live to see adulthood because all their communities are being bombed either by their own country or by the United States. But anyway, you feel what I'm saying? That was a head scratcher for me, and I wasn't even really into politics, but that's just from an outward perspective. Like, why would you give them billions of dollars in aid? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Gilder, known to both of us, he contended that with the right policies, the economy, coming back to the international scene in a moment, but the economy would actually turn around quite quickly. The American economy can be revived quite quickly. Cut taxes, peel back regulation, and you'd see another version of the early 1980s. You agree?
Yes.
All we have to do is get out of the way in a certain sense.
Yes. I mean, there was when Warren Harding took office in 1921, the unemployment rate was around 12%. Warren Harding did absolutely nothing. As the government's revenue fell because of the downturn, he cut government spending. Now both those things are things that drive the Keynesians crazy.
Right.
The following year, unemployment had fallen to about half that level.
Within a year.
Yes, and then a year after that, it fell yet again. There is a history. The first time the federal government intervened in the economy to get us out of a downturn was in 1930. Now, which means that for more than 150 years, the federal government just stood by and twiddled their thumbs while the economy recovered on its own. And all that time, there was never a depression as bad as the 1930s depression, where there was all kinds of intervention, beginning with Herbert Hoover help us, and then amplified by Franklin D. Roosevelt. So in terms of you looking at what happened as a matter of fact, again, there was no Federal Reserve prior to 1914. The Federal Reserve was created in order to, one, cut back on bank failures, reduce inflation, and prevent deflation. All of those things reached historic highs never seen before under the Federal Reserve. So the idea was wonderful. It's only the reality that didn't cooperate.
I think one thing I would have thought he would have mentioned like the housing crisis in 2008. But you think you can't even really blame that, because if John McCain had won the presidency, he would have he would have just been the president underneath the housing crisis. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like he was a bad president. I don't feel like he was. I mean, I've only really seen 3 presidents in my lifetime, to be honest. Really, 4. I mean, I was kind of young for George Bush. I was kind of young. But really, the main presidents I've really seen, Obama, Trump, Sleepy Joe. God. Oh, my God. It's hilarious. But to be honest, out of the 3 I've seen, I would have to rank, I mean, in terms of, but it's kind of like it's different though, because you have to think, Barack was like the the token, like, black person they put in a group to have diversity. You know, to say we're a diverse company, or the minority. I feel like that was him. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he was bad, but yeah. I mean, I don't really, but I feel like Trump really, like, brought out this is the first time we've really seen a group of people support a president so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they getting flags, merchandise, shirts, hats. Like, this dude was literally, but it was unprecedented because this is a dude who had no political experience whatsoever, and he gets the presidency of the United States. Like, no political experience. Hasn't ran for any offices, hasn't done anything political, then becomes the president of the United States. And then the term Trump supporter, the MAGA hat people, the redneck white guy who's all inward, you know what I'm saying? And then Sleepy Joe. You were supposed to, what happened to them student loans, man? Man, I'm a college student. What happened to them student loan reductions, man? Why the gas prices so high, man? Why am I paying $4.50 a gallon, man, for regular gas? And there's people in California paying $6, $7 a gallon. What? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just a lot of stuff with all the 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I gotta say. I feel like I talked a lot. But anyways, please be safe. Stay on the grind. Leave a like on the video if you enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I'm out. Peace.